from Brunswick today on YouTube. Dolphins basketball in the final game at this pre-Thanksgiving Classic features the Harford Fighting Owls, 4-2, 2-1 on a neutral court, taking on the Brunswick Dolphins. They are 4-1 and 3-1 here at home. Hi again, 3-0, excuse me, here at home. Hi again, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. So a monumental, historical day in the program for Brunswick yesterday with Walter Shaw winning his 500th game as head coach. And now it's back to business. And they will take on a hungry Fighting Owls team who lost yesterday to Wake Tech 77-68. Dolphins winning by 13 against Catonsville in that game yesterday. But lost a couple of players. Jamie Brooks is hurt. Amari Latham is out. So two players are out today for the Dolphins. And for Harford today and head coach Solomon Zurier, it's a whole different starting lineup. He was not happy with his team's effort yesterday. It's number 1, Roy Palmer. Number 2, Jacoby Harper. Number 12, Lucas Simmons. Number 13 is Elijah Fonatia. And number 24, Donovan Peterson. Same starters for Walter Shaw. Number 1, Elias Bowser. Number 4, Darius Kane. Number 10 is Ty Outlaw. Number 15, Victor Alayo. And number 22 is Linwood Rowe. Catch and shoot 3 here by Peterson is no good. Tipped rebound comes to Alayo, so Dolphins get the stop on their opening possession. Bowser into the forecourt, had it stripped, actually traveled with the basketball. So Elias, who had 13 points yesterday, commits the turnover here. Harford Fighting Owls against Brunswick. Dolphins have won 5 of 6 meetings. Dolphins won 83-59 last November at the Cape Fear Classic. Harford won the previous meeting, though, at Brunswick at the Thanksgiving Classic back in 2023. That was a 76-68 score. Steal by Rowe. Into the forecourt, it's a line. Here is Kane. Kane got tied up, and we got a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Brunswick. So Dolphins force their first turnover of the game. Very balanced scoring yesterday. Just 2 players in double figures for Brunswick. Mentioned Bowser 13. Darius Kane had 10 in that game. Bowser with the inbound to Outlaw. Alayo back to Ty. Outlaw backing down. Got tied up, got it back. Tip, no. And the rebound to Peterson, who brings it into the forecourt for the Owls. Here's Palmer for 3. Side ironed it. Alayo the rebound. Throws ahead to Bowser. Bowser attacks. Bowser over 2 defenders, can't score. Offensive rebound, Rowe. Swings it out. It's saved by Kane. Darius Kane. Defender leaves him, and he buries a triple. Bad defense there, and Darius Kane capitalizes. 3-0 Dolphins here at the start. Peterson, and miscommunication there between Simmons and Palmer. So Solomon Zurier sending a message to his usual starters after yesterday's defeat against Wake Tech. But so far, this new starting lineup has not scored. Bowser from downtown. Oh, got the friendly bounce. Welcome home, Elias Bowser. Back-to-back triples, 6-zip. Harper. Simmons. Palmer out deep now. Man-to-man. Palmer had it poked from behind, but Alayo fouled him. So Harper to inbound. And again, Alayo going for the steal, but he's called for his second foul. So Walter Shaw going to have to make an early sub. And it's going to be Jordan Durham to come into the game. Durham yesterday had 8 points, but did a lot of little things well defensively. He's trying to stay with Palmer right now. Palmer gives it up. 3 by Peterson is good. So we've got 9 points on the board, and all from behind the arc. 6-3 Dolphins. 2.5 minutes in. Kane got to get it across. He does. Attack, swings it up. Durham uses the baseline. Looking for Bowser. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Owls. Harford Fighting Owls. 4-2 season. 3 of their 4 wins coming into this weekend were against Region 10 teams. Beat Richard Bland by 2. Beat a couple of D2 Region 10 opponents as well. Bowser, tough bucket. 8-3 for Junior. He's got 5. Alley-oop is blocked by Outlaw. Rowe gathers. Kane front court. So the Owls get back on defense, and Brunswick will set up the offense here. Darius Kane swings it back out to Bowser. He's feeling good. He stays hot. 8 points for Elias Bowser. And it's an 8-point lead for Brunswick. Fonatia gives it up. Peterson back to him. Now Fonatia to Palmer with 10 to shoot for Harford. Simmons top of the key. Here is Harper from the half circle. Got it to go. Tough bucket there. Jacoby Harper makes it 11-5. Double team comes in the backcourt. Numbers now. Rowe waits. Rowe misses the bunny, and I don't think they're going to count that. I think it's going to be 2 free throws here for Rowe. We'll see. Yeah, it is 2 free throws. It's the first foul of the game on Harford. 2 for Brunswick with 16-12 to go. We're just underway here on Walter Shaw Court. A day after a lot of celebration for Coach Shaw, who won his Fine 100th career game. If you missed the interview in the postgame, we've got it on YouTube. We've got it all over the place as Rowe connects on the first free throw. First sub of the game, Junior 2-1 in for Solomon Zurier, a head coach who's got a lot of ties to me. He previously coached at USC Upstate, so he's a Carolina guy. And he also previously coached at ISA in Willoughby, Ohio, which is in my neck of the woods, the Cleveland Metro. So he makes his first sub. Harper. It's Peterson. Simmons. Again, that shot clock is at 10. Palmer gets it down low. Good patient offense there for the Owls as Simmons has an easy dunk. 12-7. Dolphins front court. Durham bounce past the Outlaw, and Outlaw is fouled from behind. So both teams now with 2 team fouls with 15:37 to go. And we're going to have a timeout. We're actually going to keep it here. I wanted to give everybody a cancer update. As some of you might know, about 6 weeks ago, I found out that I had melanoma in my head. I basically had this thing sticking out of my head that everybody told me was benign, and then found out after I had it removed it wasn't. It was melanoma, and I've had it for years. Well, we've done all the tests. We've been through all of that, and I can report, thankfully, this melanoma did not spread. Now, there is still a chance it could spread to the lymph nodes. Basically, since it started on my head, it would go to lymph nodes basically in my neck or head area. But as of now, even if it did spread, it would be so minuscule in the lymph nodes that, treatment's looking very good. So I'm going to have surgery as of now, December 1st, and I'll be in the hospital that week. But ladies and gentlemen, from a pure basketball perspective here, this melanoma is the laziest melanoma ever. I mean, this thing was huge on my head. It was huge. They told me the pathology was stage 4 melanoma, and it didn't spread. Just lazy. This melanoma's that, that guy in practice who's running his mouth all the time, but, he averages 0.3 a game. Walter Shaw would have cut this melanoma. Oh, put up a fight. It's been on my head for 3 years. So anyways, very thankful. And a little bit lucky as Linwood Rowe waits for the offense. So we're back to action, and the Dolphins doubling up Harford now 14-7. Linwood Rowe with 3. Bowser's got 8. Kane and Rowe with 3 points each. Here is Basenge for 3, no good. So, correction, that was Hess for 3. So Hess misses. Hess is in. Harper stays in. Harper got the deflection. Peterson slam dunk. Peterson with 5. The deficit is 5. Let me see if I can set the 5 here now. So 2-1 and Hess alongside Harper, Palmer, and Peterson for Harford. For Brunswick, Linwood Rowe gets it out to Kane from downtown. Buries his second triple of the game. Darius Kane puts Brunswick back up its biggest margin at 8. Harper, extra pass by Hess. Ball fake Peterson. Pull up, short. A recovery there by Ty Outlaw to meet him. Kane into the front court. It's Rowe on the left wing. Rowe drives in. Again, just waits and scores. That's beautiful offense from Linwood Rowe. Dolphins are up 10, 19-9. Peterson, left wing. Palmer. Bounce pass goes to Hess. 2-1. 2-1. Aggressive. Can't score, though. The defense on point right now for Brunswick. Rowe gives it up to Kane. Kane attacks. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Swings it out. Open look for Durham. 3 ball is good again. So Durham makes it 22-9. What a start for Brunswick. Boy, this is a nasty-looking Dolphins team in the early going of this season. Peterson rims it in. Guys are starting. This is the point I started to make yesterday twice and was never able to finish it. But guys are starting to settle into their role. We're starting to see the ball handlers develop. We're starting to see the defensive guys develop. We're starting to see the three-point shot go down. Like it goes again for Darius, who's got 9 quick points. 25-11. Dolphins are running them out of the gym right now. Palmer fires, answers back. Much needed bucket there for the Fighting Owls. Into the forecourt, Kane. Dolphins playing loose, playing happy. And Kane is fouled by Harper. 3rd team foul on the Owls. So a whole bunch of players are coming in. We'll set the 5 on the floor here. Okay, for Brunswick, it's 11, Blake Bartney, 5, Caden Brewer. Zion Gardner is in the game. Sant Hill is in the game. And Jordan Barr. So a fresh look for the Dolphins. Blake Bartney shoots quick on the baseline, can't get it to go. Basenge has come in for Harford, wearing number 22. 3 is Pope, 4 is Powell. Here's Hess for 3, got it to go. So back-to-back triples now. Who am I missing? I got Powell, Pope, Basenge. 2-1 is the player I forgot to mention, and Hess. All right, so that's the 5 for both of these teams. Zion Gardner's got the range, can't score. Offensive rebound by Brewer. Out to Hill. Hill from the elbow. Defense leaves him, and he buries it. 27-17. Lead back to double digits here for Brunswick. Basenge. Here is Powell. Basenge on the left wing. Hess left of the lane. Swings it out to Pope. Pope from the corner. Doubled up. Couldn't score. Ball tipped out to him, though. 2-1 now for 3. And he's fouled by Gardner on the 3-point shot. Both teams with 3 team fouls, 11:06 left to go here in the opening half. And we'll go to another timeout with the Dolphins up double digits. All right, welcome back to Brunswick, everybody. 27-17. We got the YouTube chat going, and thanks at Perk Plus. Nobody's happier than me. You can believe that. But still, we got some work to do. So basically, the Dolphins' next home game will be on Thursday of after Thanksgiving, the first week in December. And I will not be with you for that one because I'll be in the hospital. So, you know, y'all do your own play-by-play at the house. They'll stream it here at the gym for you. 2-1 makes 2 of 3 here. I had considered trying to call the game from the hospital, and it sounds stupid because it is stupid. So we're not doing that. Dolphins walking it into the forecourt here. Caden Brewer. These nurses are going to be like, what is this white boy doing? Here is Hess driving in, loses the handle on it. I'm just curious. You know, has there ever been anybody who's broadcast a game from the hospital bed? I thought about it for about 2 seconds, and I was like, nah, I'm going to have tubes in me. We don't need that. But I have thought about it, but it's not going to happen. I think if you're in the hospital, you justified missing a little bit of work, right? Brewer from the elbow swings it out to Hill. Hill catch and shoot 3 off the side of the glass. Pope looking to get out and run here. So Harford trying to close the gap. 2-1. Swings it back out to Pope up top. Takes it left side. Goes cross court now to Basenge. Basenge stripped. Ball trickles out. A collision there, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunswick. It has been a little awkward here. So 2-1 will inbound now. The shot clock is at 14. I don't think that's right. Huh? They're not changing it. Yeah, because possession made a change there, so it would have gone to 20, and now it's at 12. Okay. So 2-1 with the basketball. 2-1 attacking. He's being aggressive. Counted in the foul. Well, if you're Solomon Zurier and you bench your normal starters before the game, the first thing you're wondering in the first 10 minutes of this game is, who got the message? Who understands what this was about? Disappointed with his team's effort yesterday. Well, Junior 2-1 has come off the bench, and he got the message. He's now got 6 in the game, and the lead is down to 4. It's been as high as 12. Brewer, just a little light pressure here from the Owls. Brewer gets a screen. Brewer to Barr in the corner. Jordan attacks, swings it back out to Bartney. Bartney over to Brewer. Bounce pass down low to Rowe. Rowe hesitates again and scores. Linwood Rose got 7, 29-23 Brunswick. Into the front court, Pope. Pope hesitates, attacks, swings it up. Basenge fakes the three, pull up left of the lane is good. Israel Basenge, 43% shooter, 9.8 a game, 5.6 rebounds as well. And again, it's a 4-point game, 9:03 to go in the half. Outlaw came back in for Gardner during that last timeout. Brewer gets it out to Barr. 6 to shoot. Dolphins got to get cooking here. They're having trouble against the zone, and they turn it over. Dolphins in a bit of a funk right now. And the Fighting Owls are fighting their way back. This is an Owls team. They shoot a lot of threes, and they force a lot of turnovers. They get up 32 three-pointers a game. They force 22 turnovers a game. Stingy. High pass for Powell up top. Takes it to the elbow, swishes it through. Yeah, it's safe to say most of these starters got the message. They are playing well since coming in as the de facto second unit today for Harford. Bartney into the forecourt. Brewer out deep, directing traffic again against the zone here for the Fighting Owls. Everything's on the perimeter right now for Brunswick. Bartney bounce pass down low. Shot clock at 2, at 1. The face-up turnaround is no good. Ooh, little collision there. Ty Outlaw going to be called for the foul over the back on Basenge, who had positioning. Jordan Barr will go out. Darius Kane comes back in. Kane with 9 points. Bowser with 8 points. Rowe with 7 points. But first, a timeout. Dolphins clinging to a 2-point lead, 29-27, here at the pre-Thanksgiving Classic. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Live and in person this weekend. Glad to come down and celebrate yesterday with Coach Shaw. Again, if you missed our post-game interview, it's on our YouTube channel and also everywhere on social media as well. Not really on Instagram, but Facebook and certainly on Twitter. You can find it there. Harford making some noise here after going down by 12. They've cut it to a 2-point lead. The starters have come in after being benched at the start. Basenge attacks, left it short, has the offensive rebound. Powell for 3. Way off. Outlaw the rebound. Outlaw Bartney, Darius Kane. Alley-oop, slinger dunk to Linwood Rowe, who throws down. How many highlight plays have we seen from Linwood today? Linwood and Kane with 9 points each, and it looks like Pope stepped out of bounds. There was a foul called. The reason why he stepped out of bounds is he was knocked out of bounds by Blake Bartney. That's 16 fouls now on Brunswick, 3 on Harford. Pope will set up the offense, 12 to shoot. Pope attacking, gets around one man, the floater is good. Pope on the board. Tony Pope averaging 17 a game. He's got his first 2 here. Also 5.4 assists per contest. Bartney pull up. Bartney buries it. Lead back to 4 for Brunswick, 33-29. Kind of going back and forth right now. 2-1 has provided a lot of energy since coming in with 6 quick points. They get it back down to him. Boy, he almost got that. It was good defense by Blake Bartney. Went halfway down and bounced out. Now Blake on the elbow, swings it out to Kane. Kane's been hot from that spot. They close out defensively, so he swings it back out to Bartney for 3. Can't get the bounce. Rebound to Basenge. Basenge over 2 defenders, and they bail him out with a foul. Israel Basenge, 9.8 points, 5.6 rebounds, shooting 56% from the field. That's also the 7th team foul on Brunswick. So Brunswick in the one, or it was put Harford into the 1-1 here. First free throw is good, Basenge. Elias Bowser back in for Brunswick. Palmer returns. Harper back in for the Fighting Owls. Pope remains in. Peterson comes back in with 7 points. And again, it's Basenge at the line. So that's the 5 right now for the Owls. So Basenge gets both free throws, and it's a 2-point game again. Kane into the forecourt. Kane blows by the defense. Good aggressive offense from Darius Kane this weekend. As he connects for 2 more, he's got 11 now. Palmer out deep, bounce pass over to Pope. Pope hesitates, attacks. I think he was looking for contact there. Bartney jumped awkwardly, but was able to keep the ball in bounds. Kane into the forecourt. Game high 11 for Kane. And it's Bowser bearing his 4th triple of the half. He's got a dozen now to take over the game high. Actually, he's got 11. I was wrong. I was a point off. Basenge answers back with a triple of his own. He's up to 7. Both offenses cooking nicely here. Kane back out, Bartney. And they were looking to get it down the outlaw. Stays in bounds, though. And then Brunswick just never looked comfortable in that offensive sequence there. But coming from behind, it's Kane to make the defensive play as he blocks Pope out of bounds. And we're going to take a timeout. Solomon Zurier wants to stop the clock and set something up for his team, so we'll go away with 4.5 left to go in this first half. So it's Harford basketball out of the timeout. They trail by 4. Dolphins have led throughout by as many as 12. They came out firing on all cylinders. Harford has fought their way back, though. And we expected it to be a competitive game. Thus far, it has been. for the most part. Inbound to Basenge. Backing down over Gardner, who's back in. Zion, nice defense. Kane turns on the Jets. Here is Bartney. Bartney over two defenders, couldn't get it to go. Peterson throws it ahead. Front court, it's Pope for three. Offensive rebound, Basenge. Peterson will drive. Peterson high off the glass, no good. Bowser pulls down another rebound. Bowser trying to back down. He's got a bit of a size advantage here. So he's calling Gardner off. Now the double team comes out to Rowe. Extra pass to Kane. Can he make it? Another triple, no. And then we've got a foul on Zion. So we're going to go to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1 here. Zion's second foul of the game. But first we have a timeout. 3:49 left to go. We will step aside and we'll come back. Brunswick Dolphins and the Harford Fighting Owls to finish up this weekend of basketball. Region 10 and Region 20 doing battle here this weekend. And so far, Region 10 has won all three. Harford trying to split the weekend. They have Israel Basenge back at the line. 7 points for him here today. It's the front end of the 1-and-1. It was the 8th team foul on Brunswick, 3 on Harford. Again, chance to make it a 2-point game again. Harford has been able to climb up the mountain, but not quite to the top, as they've trailed by as many as a dozen here in this first half. That was early in the game. They fought their way back, but Dolphins have been able to maintain at least a 2-point lead here. So let's see if Brunswick can respond yet again. Versant Hill back in. Alayo returns. Hands it down low to Rowe. Extra pass to Hill. Nice offense there for Brunswick. 40-36 every time Dolphins have an answer. It's pretty much just been back and forth over the last 4 or 5 minutes of this game. Harper cut off, swings it up Peterson. Peterson at the free throw line, back out to Harper. Now Pope with 12 to shoot. Pope with 7. No, what a pass down low. Basenge couldn't score. Then he's blocked but fouled. So Basenge going back to the free throw line. So Basenge can get into double figures. Bowser and Kane, the game's high. They each have 11. Nobody in double figures yet for Harford. Basenge trying to change that here. And he does. So 10 in the game now. 9th team foul for Brunswick as well. So no more 1-and-1 for Harford here. So Basenge with 11. This is at least his last 4 from the free throw line, and we're back to a 2-point game. It's like Groundhog's Day. Bowser thought about the 3. Passes out to Alayo on the wing. Darius Kane, top of the key. And away from the ball, we got a foul called on Basenge. That is just the 4th on Harford with 2:53 to go. They can stay pretty aggressive here. So Kane will inbound it here. Throws it up for Bowser, and Bowser's fouled. So Harford has racked up 2 fouls in 2 seconds. And Kane will inbound it again. Palmer goes out. Harper back in. Are you kidding me? Did they just foul him again? That is the 16th foul, just like that. 3 fouls in like 2 seconds. Fighting Owls got to get a grip here. They've played a pretty clean first half, but that little sequence there was ugly. Kane up top. Here is Rowe on the left. Bowser, couple of fakes. Now he'll pull up for 3, miss it back iron, and away from the ball. Alayo hits the deck, and that is going to be 7 team fouls on Harford. Well, they can't stay aggressive anymore now. They've put Brunswick in the bonus in the span of about 20 seconds. Roy Palmer comes back in. And now it's Victor Alayo at the free throw line, averaging 8 a game entering the weekend. He had 3 yesterday. Scoreless so far here in this first half. Gets the front end to rim in. Victor on the year, 67% free throw shooter. Oh, couldn't get the rim that time. And it's a rebound by Kane, and then he's fouled. This is the most ridiculous 2 minutes of basketball I've ever seen in my life. 5 fouls in the matter of seconds here for Harford. So Darius Kane now with 12. That is a game high. Trey Herbert has come in for Brunswick. Alayo went to the bench. Kane gets them both. 5-point game. 2:30 to go in the half. Palmer, it goes off his foot, but it trickles out to Harper, who buries a 3. Good break there for the Owls. The scoreboard only has that as a 2. So for now, it's 43-40. Foot might have been on the line. Hill attacks. Hill throws it up. Counted in the foul. Hill up to 6 points. Chance to make it 7 from the free throw line as Harford right now can't get out of its own way. Hill misses the free throw. Rasheed Wallace says, ball don't lie. Both teams now with 9 team fouls. Here is Pope. So Senge. Tough angle there. Couldn't get the bucket. Hill's got another rebound. Kane into the forecourt. And at 33 to go in the half, Kane is stripped. Good defense, 2-1, 2-1. Lost the ball, able to gather. Nobody picks him up, and he buries it. That is too easy, and a technical foul is called on Palmer. So Palmer got teed up. He's going to come out. Powell's going to come in, and the Dolphins are going to shoot the technical free throws. And it's going to be Darius Kane to shoot the tee. What a first half for Darius, 13 points. He had 10 yesterday. So he's already surpassed that. I don't know what's going on with Harford here, but they have come completely unglued, yet they're only down by 3. All of these free throws for Brunswick, and they're only down by 3. So Darius gets 1 out of 2. He's got 14 now. Palmer goes out after picking up the tee. Powell in for him. So it's going to be Brunswick basketball on the other side now. Bowser will inbound it here in a 4-point lead. Kane into the front court. Bowser. Extra pass to Rowe. Corner pocket. 3 no good. Basenge with the board. Here's Pope into the front court. Pope hesitates, attacks, throws it right side 2-1. Now Powell. Here is Harper out deep with it. 10 to shoot for Harford. Harper with 5, and he's fouled by Hill. Hill knew it as soon as it happened. Just a bonehead play there. They did everything right for 27 seconds, but it's going to be double bonus now for Jacoby Harper. Harper struggled from the free throw line this year. Came into the weekend just 33%. And he gets the friendly bounce that time. Jacoby Harper, that's his 3rd point here today. Hill is going to go out of the game as Durham comes back in for Walter Shaw. So Harper's got 5, 47 seconds to go. Hess comes in for Powell. Some size for Harford. Down low, nobody picks up Herbert. Nice dime there. And Herbert scores his first 2. 48-44. We've been in this just back and forth. 4-2, 4-2, 5-2, 4-2. And now Hess loses it. Good pressure there for Rowe in that corner. Hess is going to go right back out. Powell is going to come back in. Shot clock is off here for Brunswick, and they're going to call a timeout to set up a play. So we'll step aside for 30 seconds, and then we'll come right back. At Brunswick, last shot time here for Brunswick at the end of this first half. As the Dolphins lead 48-44, they have led for most of this game. I can't remember. I think Harford might have led briefly early. Dolphins led by as many as 12 in the early going. Harford has closed the gap, but Dolphins have maintained the lead. Bartney has come back in. Bowser. Durham. Kane's got a game-high 14 points. Clock is at 9. Now it's at 5. Durham fires the three, no. Bartney put back, no. Tip for the rebound, and that will not count. So Dolphins take a 48-44 lead to the locker room. High-scoring first half between the Fighting Owls and Dolphins. Right now, Brunswick with a 4-point lead. We'll take a break, come back, bring in the second half in about 15 minutes. Don't go too far. Welcome back to Brunswick, everybody. It's the pre-Thanksgiving Classic, and the Dolphins lead 48-44. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Our final half of basketball, and what's been a really fun weekend of hoops here on the beaches. Man, if y'all came down this weekend, you picked a great one. It was beautiful all weekend. Underway with Harford, trailing by 4. They trailed by as many as 12 in that first half. Lucas Simmons rejected by Ty Outlaw. Good start to the second half for Ty and the defense for Brunswick. Leading scorer in the game for Harford is Basenge with 11. 2-1 with 8. Peterson with 7. Harper's got 5. And a steal now by Darius Kane, who's got a game-high 14 points. Bowser with 11. Bowser trying to match his teammate, and he does. Elias now with 14 as well. Rose got 9. Hill with 6. Durham with 3. Bartney with 2. Elia with 1. I forgot Herbert also has a couple. 2-1, cut off. So 2-1 Palmer Harper for 3. Missed it short. Dolphins up by 7, and that's going to be a travel there on Ty Outlaw, who got a little discombobulated that time. So it's going to be Palmer to inbound it. 20 on the clock for the Fighting Owls of Harford from Bel Air, Maryland. Foot on the line. Long jumper, no good. 2-1 the offensive rebound. Palmer, Simmons, Peterson. 9 to shoot. 2-1 right wing with it. 5 to shoot. Bowser staying with him, pokes it away. 2 to shoot. And 2-1 forces it, can't get it to go. Kane the rebound. Darius looking to run. Elias Bowser, Victor Elio, correction, is open for 3 and buries it. That's his first bucket. He's got 4 points now. And the Dolphins have opened it up to a 10-point advantage. Flip shot no good by Palmer. Dolphins good start to the second half, but silly turnover there as Kane double dribbled. Is going a little too fast in his mind right there. Every year at Brunswick, there's always one mom who is louder than the rest of the moms. I think it was Amari's mom last year. I don't know who's loud this year, but there's one that's standing out. I can hear her through my headset. I can't usually hear Sean or Tom if they're talking to me through my headset, and they're right next to me, but I can hear her. I can hear that mom. 9 on the shot clock off the tip. I'm going to get in trouble with somebody. It's Pope driving. Pope can't get it to go. Ball deflected, but that's going to be a shot clock violation. Nice defense here at the start for Brunswick as they lead by 10 and they get the basketball back here. Kane across the timeline into the forecourt and away from the ball. Basenge just threw his opponent to the ground. First foul of the half, coming 2 minutes and 2 seconds into this final period. Dolphins trying to remain unbeaten at home. They're 3-0, winning yesterday 76-63 against Catonsville. Dolphins are 4-1 on the year. That lone loss to Daytona State, and really that's a game Brunswick should have won. Pass down low, laying it up and in is Rowe. So Rowe is in double figures now with 11. This matches the biggest lead of the game for Brunswick, 56-44 Dolphins. Harper with 5 points as the basketball goes cross court to Peterson. Peterson attacking, double team comes. And I think the foul came on Peterson's drive. It was a late whistle. So Dolphins with their first foul here in this second half. Trying to get it in, ball deflected, and it comes to Bowser. Bowser rocket pass to Rowe, and Rowe scores. This is the biggest lead of the game for either team. The Dolphins have opened it up 58-44. What a start to the second half for the Fins. We'll be back. Welcome back to Brunswick. Good start to the second half for the Dolphins. They led 48-44 at the half, outscoring Harford 10-zip here at the start of this final period, and they've opened up their biggest lead at 14. For Harford, Powell, Pope back in the backcourt with Harper, Bosenge, and 2-1. That's the 5 right now. Scoop can't score. Pope. Alayo into the forecourt. Victor Alayo. Extra pass goes to Outlaw. Back to Alayo. Fakes the 3, uses the baseline. Kept his pivot foot down. Back to Outlaw. Here's Kane now. Kane with a game-high 14. Bowser also with 14. Shot clock winded down, though. It's at 5. Here's Alayo trying to beat the clock. It's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds back to the Fighting Owls. Harford making the trip from Bel Air, Maryland, which is where I think Versant is from that area. Jumper no good. Outlaw the rebound. And then a turnover, a bucket, and a foul. So a little wonky there, and Harper is a wet spot out on the court. Second team foul now on Brunswick. With 16-14 to go in the game. I thought the bucket was good. They didn't put it up, so it's a 2-shot foul. My apologies. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was looking at my notes. Got to be real with my audience. Harper's really struggled from the free throw line this season, but he's looking good here this afternoon. And up to 6 points now today. It's 1 out of 2 here. Tip for the rebound. It comes to Bowser. Bowser with 14, Kane with 14, Rowe in double figures with 11 for Brunswick. Rowe swings it out. Alayo looking back in for him. Alayo pass to Rowe, and Rowe is fouled by Bosenge. Both teams with 2 team fouls now in the first 4 minutes and change. They're going to say that Linwood was in the act of shooting. Rowe 8 points yesterday. He's already in double figures today, and he's now got a dozen. Linwood Rowe, 10.3 points per game on the season, shooting 53% at the line. Harper goes out. Palmer back in. It was the third foul on Basenge. And Rowe chips that in. I know the broadcast goes a little smoother when I'm not here, but you miss some of the crowd stuff when I'm 500 miles away. Here's Pope for three. Off the back rim. Offensive rebound, Palmer. Basenge right around Ty Outlaw. Scores plus the foul. Third team foul on Brunswick. And Israel will go to the line for an old school three-point opportunity. And he'll do that when we come back. 15:25 to go in the game. Dolphins up by 13. Dolphins basketball today on YouTube, taking on Harford here at the pre-Thanksgiving Classic. Third year for this. That started in 2023, and this is kind of the way things are going, not only at the JUCO level, but all of college basketball since COVID. Everybody was kind of bubbled up, and I think the coaches at all levels really started to enjoy being able to group together and get a bunch of games in the weekend. So you're seeing more and more of these classics at this level. And then the D1 classics, if you ever wonder, so you watch some of those, and there's going to be a lot of them this week for Thanksgiving, and you'll be like watching these games, and the arena will be completely empty, by the way. That's all TV right there. Those classics at the D1 level exist for HBO Max and Peacock and ESPN. And so, yeah, if you're wondering, like, how are these people making money? Because it looks weird playing in empty gyms. They made their money before the tournament even started. Here's Victor Alayo with the steal, trying to throw it down. Kind of got awkward with it, but follows his miss. Out now to Kane. Cross court to Bowser. Bowser catch and shoot three is good. Bowser has opened this bad boy up to a 16-point lead, biggest of the day. Basenge in double figures with 13. Swings it out to Powell, catch and shoot three. They got to get Powell going. They got to get Pope going. Powell and Pope combined have just 5 points. Combined on the season, they average 29.4. They've got 5 combined here today. Fourth team foul, though, on Brunswick. Basenge out. Remember, he's got 3 fouls. Donovan Peterson will come in for him. Everybody's checking the court. A lot of moisture once again. Quick inbound to Tutawan. Getting it back is Palmer. Here's Peterson. Pope for 3. Around the world, no. Peterson blocked but fouled from behind. So Durham back in, commits the foul. That is 5 team fouls on Brunswick already. This is Tom and I's fault because we, before the start of the second half, wished for a smooth second half with no whistles. And our combined luck together should have told us to quit talking. Nine for Peterson. And the lead down to 14 again. So Dolphins still in control here in this second half, but fouls starting to rack up. Something to keep an eye on. Kane swings it out to Bowser. Extra pass goes to Durham for 3. Missed it short. Tipped rebound. Durham. Rowe. Again, he is fine just waiting his turn. His pump fakes are really catching the Owls off guard. Lead back to 16. Pope on the left wing. Peterson. Here's Powell for 3. Again, they got to get him going, and that might be the shot to do it. 13-point game. That is off Palmer. Durham looking to get it in. Kane really had to fight to get his self open. Alayo now front court with it. Bounce pass to Rowe. Rowe is fouled by Peterson. Third team foul on Harford. So Jordan will inbound it here. Durham with 3 points on the afternoon. Alayo swings it out. Bowser. Bounce pass down the row. They're feeding Rowe, and Rowe up to 17 points. He matches Bowser for the game's high. Lead back out to 15. 3 by Powell. Hit his first, not that one though. Kane the rebound. Double team comes, gives it up to Durham. Bowser on the right wing. Victor Alayo in rhythm. Got it to go. Second three-pointer for Victor. He's got 7 points. This is the biggest lead of the game. 18. Putting the moves on is Pope, and Pope getting nasty with it. Tony Pope, 17 and 5, 17 points, 5 assists per night. Kane into the front court. Bounce pass to Durham, and Durham is fouled. Fourth team foul on Harford. 12:05 to go in the game. I'm telling y'all, this team is something to watch here. Last year's team, which won Region 10, did not have it put together like this at this time of the year. Rowe goes out. Again, a game-high 17 points for Linwood. Zion Gardner comes in. So Durham gets 1 out of 2. The lead is 17. We're inside 12 to go in the game. Pope being hounded, gives it up to Palmer. Ball deflected. Bodies all over going for it. They're going to get a tie-up. Possession arrow will favor Brunswick. The hustle plays, everything going right here in this second half for the Brunswick Dolphins, as they lead at 71-54, and they'll have the basketball when we come back. We've got 11:46 left to go in this one. It's all Dolphins here in the second half. to Brunswick. The pre-Thanksgiving Classic is winding down. And it looks like Region 10 might sweep this thing. Dolphins receiving votes still in the latest NJCAA poll, in part because they took Daytona State to overtime. And again, they probably should have won that game. I went on a rant that day, and whoever votes, I think, might have been watching that game because Dolphins getting a little respect. Zion Gardner with the block shot. Bowser, it's bounced past the head by Elio to Kane for three. Got it. Darius Kane has 17. Bowser has 17. Rowe has 17. The lead is out to 20, but only briefly as free throws to come here for Harford. I'm still thinking about broadcasting that next game from the hospital. Now I want to see if I can make that work somehow. Not a problem, says Tom. I'm going to have, I think they said, at least 6 tubes in me. It's going to be the sports broadcasting version of Through the Wire. I just think, okay, so I'm getting the surgery on Monday. And they said Monday is just going to be a very bad day for you. They did not sugarcoat it. So Monday's going to suck, and Tuesday's probably going to suck. But I think by Thursday, I'm going to be bored. So I don't know. I think I'm going to open the window on that a little bit. See if that Metro Hospital Wi-Fi can withstand a Brunswick Dolphins broadcast. If I do broadcast it, I'm going to have 2 feeds going. One is my feed, and one will be the good feed, I think. That will not have whatever it is that I try to do. I would need some kind of a second monitor for it to work. That's the only thing I can't figure out in my head. Victor Elio goes out of the game. Bartney comes in, takes a quick shot, no good. And here comes Harford, out on the run. Basenge. Rebound controlled by Bowser. Zion Gardner. Zion, how about that running the break? Durham lays it up on the reverse. Durham now with 6. The lead is 22. The flip shot no good by Peterson. Bowser another board. Throw ahead to Zion. Go ahead, big man. Oh, he's stripped. Good recovery there by Basenge. Just take the day off, Chris. It's Durham the inbound. Gets it into Bowser. Bowser, no, but he's fouled. We've got 3 guys vying for the game high right now between Bowser, Kane, and Rowe, who all have 17 points each. So Bowser at the line. Barr and Brewer getting ready to come in for Brunswick and Walter Shaw. 15 foul on Harford, by the way. So Bowser misses the first. So Brewer and Jordan Barr. Bowser will come out. Actually, Barr's not coming in yet. Couple of subs as well. Harford. Looks like Hess is back in. So Bowser now with a game-high 18 points, and he will depart for Barr. So it's Barr, Brewer, Durham, Bartney, and Gardner. For Harford, it's Pope into the forecourt, 2-1. Number 25 is Josh Butler in for the first time, and Fonatia has come in as well. Barr is fouled. So both teams with 16 fouls. We're at the midway point of this second half. Durham gets the inbound to Barr. Barr across midcourt with it. Past the midway point, 9:47 to go in the game. All Dolphins here today. It's a 4-point game at the half. Dolphins have opened it up here in the second period. Brewer makes the extra pass. Bucket's no good by Durham, but he'll shoot a pair. That's also the 7th team foul on the Fighting Owls, so bonus the rest of the way for Brunswick as well. Jordan Durham, has not missed from the free throw line this year. 7 now on the afternoon for Durham. Palmer in, Pope out for Harford. They called another tee. This one on Donovan Peterson. The officials have not put up with much conversation. Theo Hess gets ready to come in. I got to say, I haven't seen much out of the officials you guys know how hard I am on these guys. They've done a pretty good job today, so whatever was said was likely warranted. So Jordan Durham shoot the tee. This is a 2-shot technical foul, and then one more free throw to come from the one that was earned. It's also a team foul, so it's the 8th team foul. It's also the 4th foul on Peterson. So one more, and he's done. He's going to go to the bench, though, as Hess comes in. So Jordan making a living at the free throw line right now. He can get into double figures if he can get this free throw. He started this sequence with 6 points, and he's now got 10. Dolphins have opened this wide open. I'm really surprised by this. I thought Harford, Solomon Zurier, he's got a lot of talent on this court, and he tried to send a message after the loss to Wake Tech yesterday by starting 5 different players today. And in the first half, the starters got that message. They came out, when it was their time to come in, they came out with a lot of energy. But this team has not come out of the locker room yet in this second half, and it's real surprising. Has the rebound off the miss. Palmer into the forecourt. Inside 9 to go in the game. Open look. Fonatia. Defense closes. He steps left. Buries his first triple. All right, y'all in New Zealand. Hopefully you stayed awake for that one. Or you've woken up. I guess it's probably late morning there now. Bartney into the forecourt. Guarded by 2-1. Entry pass taken away. And then a double dribble there on Hess. So Dolphins get it back. Bard inbound it. Blake Bartney out deep with it. Zion Gardner, mismatch. The jumper no good. Offensive rebound, Durham. Putback was blocked. Butler getting an opportunity here. Makes a nice defensive play. Palmer had it poked away. Palmer trying to hustle. And he gets it back eventually. Thought Brewer was going to come away with it. Extra pass out to 2-1 in the corner. He uses the baseline, attacks in, draws contact. 7th team foul on Brunswick. It will be a 2-shot foul when we come back. 7:53 left to go in this one. It's all Brunswick here this weekend. Win number 501 for Walter Shaw is around the corner. Back to Brunswick, everybody. Free throws here for Harford. Both teams in the 1-1. This is 2, I believe, for 2-1, who's got 8 points today. Make it 9. See a lot of construction here at Brunswick. This place is growing, along with the rest of the county. 10 now for 2-1. I asked Gene Smith, the president of the college. They are building a couple of new buildings for their fire, police, EMS training, and one other that escapes my brain at the moment. Jordan Barr with the steal. Can't score. Put back, no. Tip rebound comes to Hess. Throw ahead to Fonatia. Here is Butler in the corner. Butler has it poked away by Brewer. Bartney. Durham hangs and is fouled by Butler. It's crazy. Every single year that I come down here, usually I come down for the Christmas tournament. This year it's for the Thanksgiving tournament, but it doesn't matter. Things change. There are less trees and more homes in the 3,000s, or 300,000s is what they are advertising. That's apparently what the deal is here in 2025 for a new house. Brunswick County at one point was the fastest growing in the country. And I asked President Smith about if the growth here population-wise has led to growth in enrollment here, and they've got record enrollment, but I was curious because, there's a lot of retirees and older folks that move down here. But he did say that, schools all across the county are up, enrollment at, the various levels. So catch, shoot three, Fonatia is off, and that'll go back out of bounds back to Brunswick. For Sant Hill, 6 points today will come back in. Durham went to the bench with his 10 points. Boy, you're going to foul somebody from literally the furthest spot on the court that you want to foul. I can't believe Solomon Zerger's not taking him out for that. What did Bill Walton used to say? That's the worst foul in basketball, in the history of basketball, right there. Measurement-wise, it's close. Blake Bartney. Come on, New Zealand. You can't be fouling all the way on the other end. Kiwis, I know you know basketball better than that. Chalk that up to a mistake. Bartney makes them pay, and it's 83-59. 6:55 to go here at Brunswick. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. I'll be back at the home studio for the holiday tournament mid-December. Swat there by Brewer. Barr throws it ahead to Hill. Bounce pass to Bartney, lays it up and in. Offense to defense. It's a recipe for success every time in basketball. Pass to Butler, the turnaround off 1 foot is an air ball out of bounds, but it's last touched by Brunswick. Harford making a line change here. Simmons is back in. Bosenge is back in. Harper, Pope, and I'm missing somebody. I always am. Powell. Here's Harper to the hoop. Harper with 8. Bartney doubled up in the backcourt. Sends it front court to Hill. Hill never really able to gather that. Basenge calls for it. He's wide open, lays it up and in. Good find. Basenge now with 15. Blake Bartney attacking. Can't score. Throw ahead now to Harper, and Harper on the reverse. Dolphins don't want to get too cute with this. There's still 5.5 left to go in this game. Keep playing basketball. Sunday night at the Y has not started yet, and they're going to throw it out of bounds here. Walter's going to make some change. Yeah, Coach Shaw bringing in Darius Kane. Ty Outlaw in for Gardner, and Darius in for Brewer. So an opportunity here for Harford to get it inside 20 for the first time in a while. Wide open dunk for Simmons. No timeout here for Coach Shaw. Barr gets it into the front court to Blake Bartney. Back out to Barr. Fakes the three, attacks, gets it out to Hill. Hill got caught in the air, and then a collision there. Basenge able to take it away. Pope to Harper, back to Pope. Basenge late to join the party, but Pope is fouled. 8th team foul on Brunswick, so still a 1-and-1 here for Harford. Tony Pope, 73% free throw shooter coming into the weekend. And the rebound is controlled by Ty Outlaw. Blake Bartney. Open look for Kane, but he's out of bounds. Walter Shaw has seen enough. He is calling a full timeout here. The Dolphins are coasting a little too much with this big lead. There is, by the way, the president of the college. Not afraid to get down there and put the work in like us common folk. All right, so timeout Brunswick. We will step aside and we'll come right back here in 30 seconds. Dolphins have concluded this game to be over, and Walter Shaw wanted to regroup his team, also bring back Linwood Rowe, so we need to get the energy back here for Brunswick. Still very comfortably ahead. Here's another steal by Kane. So a good response out of the timeout. Darius Kane, I don't know how many steals he has. It's got to be around 4 today. Bartney will take a 3 and hit it. Blake Bartney with 9 in the game. Dolphins back up 21. 3 by Pope is short. Tipped rebound. Rowe had it, then stripped by Basenge. Credit to Israel Basenge. He has not quit today. His effort has been there. Bartney bounce passes it right to him. There's what I mean. He's been everywhere on the court. Powell for 3. No good. Oh, I almost spoke too soon. Then it hit the shot clock, so that means out of bounds. I think we should have a final timeout here, but hopefully they forgot about it. Let's keep that clock moving. Speaking of which, Kane content to run some of this clock. Now out to Rowe. And then a turnover here. Harper. And Harper is going to be fouled down low. So Harper with 10 points today, getting this start. Again, second unit got the start today for Solomon Zurier. More Region 10 action for Harford. The Fighting Owls going to go to the Caldwell Classic next Saturday and Sunday against Gaston and those Cobras. I bet Jamison McIver is out there watching. Shout out to you, Coach. Kane into the forecourt. Dolphins, again, they're off until next Thursday after Thanksgiving as Jordan Barr adds his first triple of the game. 91-69. This second half performance for the Dolphins. Free throws coming for Basenge. So Dolphins are home next Thursday, again, the Thursday after Thanksgiving. So they've got about 10, 11 days off. And then they go to the East Georgia State Classic. It's actually going to be 3 games in 3 days. So they've got the home game on Thursday, December 5th. Then on the 6th and 7th, they will take on South Georgia Tech and East Georgia. And then the 12th and 14th, it's the Holiday Classic, the 14th annual. I'll be back for you, hopefully. I'll be back. I should be back for that. Dolphins will play that Saturday and Sunday. No Friday game this year for Brunswick, just 2 games. Basenge up to 16 points, leading his team. Harper has 12. Both teams are in the double bonus over the final 2:25. $17 now for Basenge. Darius Kane. Bartney over to Trey Herbert. Blake Bartney now. He'll try another one and hit another one. It's Barr hitting his second triple in succession. And we got another whistle. This is all the fault of your production crew here. Tom and I share equal responsibility in the amount of whistles here in the second half. I am not a believer that karma is a real thing. I think sometimes bad people who do bad things occasionally get what's coming to them, and I think sometimes bad people get away with it. But I will say this, if karma is a real thing, we're running in the negatives up here. Harper with 14. It is 21 again. Darius Kane. Blake Bartney. Ty Outlaw back to Blake. Clock's your friend right now if you're Brunswick. And Kane goes right to the hoop. Palmer over to Peterson. Basenge up top. Again, he has been aggressive. Rejected by Ty Outlaw. Another block today for Ty. It will stay with Harford. Brewer is back in. Peterson trying to make something happen. Asenge got his defender in the air, stripped and fouled by Barr. Inside a minute to go here at Brunswick. Dolphins will go to 5-1. Harford will go to 4-3. So first one is good. Basenge up to 18, and he's done a lot of that from the charity stripe here in this second half. So both are good again. 19 for Basenge. He matches Kane for the game high. Hanging and scoring there, it's Brewer. Dolphins put up 98 against Harford, a team that entered this weekend. Defensively, Harford was allowing just 73 a game. And the Dolphins are close to the century mark here. Really nice performance this weekend for Brunswick. I'll tell you what, that Catonsville team's looking a lot better than I thought, as Palmer up to 6 points. About a 2-second difference between the game and shot clock here. So again, Harford 4-3 when this one's over. They'll be at the Caldwell Classic next Saturday and Sunday. And the Brunswick Dolphins on this historic weekend here on Walter Shaw Court take care of business. They remain unbeaten at home as the finger roll by Blake Bartney is good. He gets into double figures with 11. And that will do it. The Dolphins hit the century mark. They're going to count that basket. So your final is 100-80 as the Dolphins roll over Harford here this afternoon. All right, that's going to do it for us at the Brunswick Pre-Thanksgiving Classic. Once again, the Dolphins are off until they return home the Thursday after Thanksgiving to take on Mount Olive's JV team. I'll be back with you at the Holiday Classic coming up on the 12th and 14th. Until then, my name's Chris Sheeman. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you again next month. Take care until then.